All right. Good morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. But I am super excited to be celebrating again with one of my clients and some fun wins that are going on in her business. So today it's my honor and delight to share with you Kaye Adams with Compassion Works. And she has got some fun things to tell us about that she's celebrating in her business. But first, I'm going to let her introduce herself to us. So Kaye, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay, thanks, Mary. It's really thrilling to be with you today. So I'm a clinical social worker by background, and currently I work as a dementia educator and trainer in my own business called Compassion Works. So really my mission is to empower care partners and organizations who are impacted by dementia. And I do that through coaching, through training and workshops. And
Fantastic.
I do that all around the country. And right now everything is virtual, which has
Yes.
certainly changed since the spring. But I'm really living my passion with this work.
Fantastic. And I know in getting to know you and our family, just lost our mom. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 3 years ago. And so I know, I've seen firsthand of how this can affect families and the caregivers and the person going through the dementia. So it's not an easy process for anyone involved in this terrible disease. So I really truly appreciate everything that you do for the families and the caregivers, because it's so important to have some outside resources to pull in from to help you get through it. So
Thank you.
So what are you celebrating in your business today?
Well, I couldn't pick one, so I picked two.
Yes, pick one. I'm so glad that you had to pick one. I'm so happy you have more than one.
Yeah, so a couple of things. One is I was just featured in the Colorado Health and Wellness magazine. It's out of Boulder.
Awesome.
And they put together for the first time ever a Caregiver's Guide to Dementia Resources. And I am listed as one of Denver's finest experts.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really exciting because it just came out. That's the winter edition. And it just came out to 18,000 subscribers.
Wow.
In the Denver Boulder area. And so I've never had that kind of media blitz, if you will. And I think people probably need me more than ever right now. So I'm super thrilled about that.
Fantastic. What was the name again, and how do people find that copy of the magazine?
So it's a digital magazine. So
Okay.
you have to go to Colorado Health and Wellness magazine.
Okay.
And look it up online. I was lucky to get an actual paper copy, but these are not readily available. The publisher just shared it with those of us who are in it.
Okay, so, perfect. So they can go and look that up online and find the digital copy. Perfect. Yep. Fantastic. Yep. Awesome. Anything else you're celebrating? That's a big one.
Yes, it is. So the other thing I'm celebrating is I've for years and years and years been saying I'm going to write a book someday. And I knew I was going to write a book of vignettes of stories from almost 20 years of working with hospice patients and families, and then in geriatrics and palliative care and in my coaching business. And that it's finally here. I'm actually doing it. I took the plunge. I hired My Word Publishing about a month, 6 weeks ago, maybe. And since I've hired them, I've written 5 stories. I just got my logo finished last week for my publishing company, and it's actually really going forward. And I can't believe it's actually happening, because I've been saying this forever, and it's actually manifesting right now. And so that is just a huge thrill for me.
Yes. And, insider information, Kaye sent me a couple of her stories just to proofread, just to kind of, when she was thinking about turning them into a book. And oh my gosh, if you love the Chicken Soup for the Soul, or you love any of those kind of short vignettes that are heartwarming and human relational stories, that we are all in this world together, and we all, even no matter where we come from, we all are dealing with some of the same stuff. So these stories are really powerful. I'm so excited. I can't wait to read the book. I'm so excited that you're moving forward with that project. So
thank you.
So you kind of touched on it a little bit, but why are these achievements so significant for you?
Well, I think being featured in the magazine, being listed as one of the finest experts, doesn't get much better than that.
Right.
That's that's kind of a pinnacle moment, right?
Yes.
But really, even though I work nationally, in this time of separation and feeling more and more isolated from one another, just feeling like I'm giving back to the community and being listed as a resource for people that live right here means a lot to me, because even though I may not be with them in person, I know that they might just be down the street or over in Boulder or down in Littleton or wherever. And that means a lot. And I truly believe that care partners need me more than ever, because with COVID, those of you may not know this out there, but there are families who have not seen their family members since March. If they're in a care facility, not once.
Yeah.
Or if they've seen them, it's only been through a window, 6 feet apart with a mask. They've not kissed them, they've not hugged them, they've not touched them. It is devastating. So I kind of feel like my purpose is more than ever to support folks out there right now, and getting the word out in that publication is going to help me do that.
Fantastic, fantastic. And the book is
Well, the book
significant.
is really important, I think, again, because with all the death we're seeing in this pandemic and with the fear around death and all the grief and loss, I'm hoping to bring like a human perspective to, it's actually sacred work, and there's some beautiful things and inspiring things that happen when we're dying, and not just of COVID, but of other things. And I'm trying to kind of demystify the fear around that and bring the humanity out, because right now I think we're so scared of one another, right? Even walking down, I'm never going to get used to people walking way away from me when I'm walking on the street. And so I'm just trying to like relate to that really human part of all of us with the book. And so it just feels like a huge accomplishment from someday to, I absolutely know in 2021, by then I'm going to have a book. And that is a massive shift. And I am over the moon excited about it.
I am over the moon excited for you as well, and for all the people who are going to have the privilege of reading those stories eventually. So, so how are you celebrating these two big accomplishments?
Well, the first is we just got back. Our family took a trip to rural Maryland. I have a friend back there who has a 100-year-old family home. We got to hang out have a fire, watch movies, eat fabulous food, go for hikes, see the beautiful, trees in the fall and there, and just really unplug. Just forget. I didn't watch the news. There was no Wi-Fi. I didn't look at anything that was going on in the world, and that was a great gift, because who knows when we'll get to travel again. So that was a big celebration. And the other thing is just with the book, I'm just celebrating by giving myself time. I have never built it into my schedule to write. It's always if I could fit it in here and there. And now I'm actually putting it on the calendar, and I'm giving myself permission, and I'm giving myself that gift to do it. And therefore it's moving forward, and so that makes all the difference. And I think just telling the universe, I'm doing this, I'm actually doing this, I'm planting the seeds, and I'm expecting them to grow, that shift in energy has been dramatic for me. So it's just, and I think it's going to be healing on a personal level in COVID, to have something else to think about that's driving me, and thinking about where we all have some commonalities instead of where we're all divided.
Exactly. I love that. I love that a lot. Okay, so if people want to find out more information about what you do or connect with you somehow, what's the best way for them to do that?
The best way is to check out my website, and it's called kaymadams.com. So it's just my name, KAYMADAMS.com. And you'll see all my stuff about my Compassion Works business there. And you can email me off the website, and I'm happy to respond and answer any questions that you have. I also offer a free 30-minute consultation to folks that outreach me if they have questions, or just to see if I'm the right person to help them with their family situations. So it's a great thing to check out, and I encourage you to do that.
Fantastic. So I am so excited on the progress that you're making in your business and with your book. Kaye has been one of my she's on one of my peer advisory boards. And so I get to check in with her every month and see the progress that she's making. And so I just want to celebrate all the progress that you are making in your business. And I'm super excited about the book. So we will look forward to celebrating with you again when the book comes out in 2021. I'm happy to do another video release when the book's ready to come out, so everybody gets access to it.
And I just want to say thank you, because if I hadn't joined the peer board, I think I may have not still be in business right now with this year that we've been in, because you've been such a huge support. And I really, truly don't believe I would have signed on to the publishing company if it wasn't for your encouragement. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm honored to be a resource and a support for you. All right, everybody, I'll put Kaye's information under the video, so you have a chance to connect with her and keep celebrating whatever is going on in your business, so that you can keep moving on and being successful. Thanks so much.
Thank you.